Multimedia is a form of communication that combines different content forms such as text, audio, video, animation, or image into a single interactive presentation. In contrast to traditional mass media, which further little to no interaction from users, such as printed material or audio recordings. Popular examples of multimedia include video podcasts, audio slideshow, and animated videos. Multimedia can be recorded for playback on computers, laptops, smartphones, and other electrical devices, either on demand or in real time. Culture and creative industry, which include art and crafts, advertising, design, entertainment, architecture, book, media, and software, have become a vital force in accelerating human development. They empower people to take ownership of their own development and stimulate the innovation that can drive inclusive, sustainable growth.
Lastly, I will explain about culture heritage creative industry. Heritage generate many positive external effects. For example, contemporary creative economy development influencing both the local environment and the economic prosperity. Second, heritage building may be used to recycle terms such as the community creative hotspot and place at networking, exchange and communication among artists. In addition to their physical use, they can also have a symbolic purpose, similar as heritage element and culture code, which become an aspiration for them.
After the pandemic, I believe the multimedia creative industry can make the greatest contribution to the Malaysian economy. Multimedia creative industry, where multi means more than one and media means conveying information, is a plural term. The term creative industries refers to a wide range of economic activities that are concerned with the creation or application of knowledge and information. The creative industry, which has many branches, is the most important title in the arts. Many publishers want to publish their work through creative multimedia agencies because the creative industry is more function oriented. Film production, designs, and arts and crafts are examples of multimedia creative industries. In my opinion, the creative industry is extremely beneficial, particularly during the post-pandemic period, because many people use various platforms such as YouTube to filming, which indirectly helps to increase the country's economy. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok are also options. The multimedia industry, which accounts for 50.7% of the economy, is the most important contributor to the economy. According to Chief Statisticians, Dr. Mohamad the multimedia industry accounts for 50.7% of the economy, followed by the culture and art industry, which accounts for 49.2%.
Next, I will present about 3 different companies with the category in multimedia creative industry. I will start with Media Prima. Listed on the main board of Bursa Malaysia, Media Prima Berhad is Malaysia's leading fully integrated media company with a complete repertoire of media-related business in television, print, radio, out-of-home advertising, content, and digital media. In television, the group maintains its number 1 position for viewership through its 4 channels like TV3, ATV, NTV7, and TV9. The group also owns 3 or 4 radio stations, which is 5FM, Hot FM, Cool FM, 1FM, and other cross-media interests of Media Prima include content creation, event, and telemanagement. It is also the pioneer behind Tonton, which is Malaysia's popular video streaming portal. Prima Works Studio is Malaysia's largest content production company, producing TV content since 1984 and feature film since 1994. It generates approximately 5,000 hours of TV content and 10 movies annually. The Media Prima is the owner of the new Straits Times Press Malaysia Berhad, which is Malaysia's largest publisher with 3 national newspapers like the Straits Times, Berita Harian, and Harian Metro. And in 2018, Media Prima became the number 1 of choice for mobile content ahead of Google and Facebook. Secondly, RTM. RTM or Radio Television Malaysia is a government-owned television network and it is broadcast from its headquarters in Angkasapuri, Kuala Lumpur. It is the first and the older broadcaster in our country, established on 1st April in 1946 as Radio Malaya. When Malaysia was formed on 16 September 1963, Radio Malaya was renamed Radio Malaysia, while Television Malaysia was established on 28 December on the same year. In 1969, Radio Malaysia and Television Malaysia merged to form the present-day Broadcast Department. Radio Television Malaysia monopolised the free-to-air television until 1984 and radio until 1988, when private television and radio stations such as Media Prima began to exist. Currently, it operates 6 television channels and 34 radio stations. Lastly, Scope Production. Scope Production Sudan Berhad is a Malaysian television and film production company headquartered in Danau Kota, Kuala Lumpur. Established on 13 March 1985 by Datuk Yusof Aslam. As of 2021, the company has produced 44 feature films and more than 30 television shows. The company had only 2 employees at the beginning of its inception. The company's first film was Bayangan Maut in 1991, which received 2 nominations at the 9 Malaysia Film Festival and was screened at the Pyongyang International Film Festival. Most of their published drama are screened in prime time and their film has surpassed 1 million citations. This has made Scope Production a leading film producer in Malaysia.
The Malaysia Standard Industrial Classification MSIC code is a numeric code developed by the Department of Statistics of Malaysia that classifies business activities in an organised manner. MSIC is aimed to serve as a common framework for the collection and compilation of industry statistics from different sources. Revisions were made and new codes were added in 2008. The latest reference in Malaysia is available on the MSIC 2008 system. MSIC 2008 now acts as a standard reference to users of official statistics on the type of economic activities included under various categories of industries. With the MSIC 2008 version 1 website, users can use the website provided to search the business-related business code. Since the Media Prima is a large company with many sister companies, we will be focused on one of it, which is the New Straits Times Malaysia Berhad, its group and code in the MSIC. The group code is 5813, which is for publishing of newspaper, journals, and periodicals, and the code is 58130, described as publishing of newspaper, journals, magazines, and periodicals in print or electronic forms, which includes on the internet and publishing of radio and television schedules, B. Publishing of advertising newspapers, and online publishing of newspapers and etc. Next, we have Radio Television Malaysia, or known as RTM, which is the group of 6010 for radio broadcasting, and the code is 60100. Broadcasting audio signals to radio broadcasting studios and facilities for the transmission of oral programming to the public. Next is activities of radio networks, i.e. assembling and transmitting oral programming to the affiliates or subscribers via over-the-air broadcast, cable or satellite. C. Radio broadcasting activities over the internet, such as internet radio stations. And lastly, data broadcasting integrated with radio broadcasting. Lastly, we have Scope Production, which is in the group 5911, and we found it consists of several codes such as 59110, which is the production of commercial messages for radio, televisions and film, production of television's programs, and commercials not done in broadcasting facilities and activities of stock footage, film libraries, and etc. 59120, activities such as editing, film, tape transfer, tilting, subtitling, credits, closed captioning, computer-produced graphics, animation and special effects, developing and processing motion picture film, activities of motion picture film laboratories, activities of special laboratories for animated films. And 59130, which includes activities of acquiring distribution rights and distributing films, videotapes, DVDs, and similar production to motion pictures theaters, televisions, networks, and stations. And lastly is acquiring film, videotape, and DVD distribution rights.